The idea that sugar makes you fat is not new. Dieting 101, cut the sugars. That means lose the sweets, the ice cream, and the chocolate cake. We've known this for years. It's now official, and governments around the world are scrambling to act against sugar, implementing sugar taxes. The primary target of sugar taxes, fizzy cold drinks. Now, it's hard to argue that these guys are healthy. They aren't. But as with everything biological, it's more complicated. And understanding these nuances might make all the difference to your body chemistry. Join us for this episode of Better Body Chemistry TV as we find out how sugar makes you fat. Better Body Chemistry TV is brought to you by Dr. Sandy, a scientist turned gremlin buster, helping you battle sugar gremlins, heifer lumps, and other health horribles through better body chemistry. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health. So, let's start with the basics, the chemistry of sugar. We call it sugar, but from a chemical perspective, it's a molecule of sucrose. Now, sucrose is made by jamming a glucose and a fructose molecule together. It's an intimate relationship. And the couple arrive in the digestive tract together. Then the enzymes of the digestive system pull them apart. Sucrose comes from sugarcane. High fructose corn syrup is the man-made equivalent. It tastes great, but the chemistry is a little different. The fructose and glucose molecules are still there, but they're just hanging out. They're friends, not lovers, and there is a slight disparity in the numbers. Fructose dominates. But it's not a whitewash. If you counted 100 molecules, around 55 would be fructose and 45 glucose. In fruit juice, it pretty much is a whitewash. The dominant sugar in fruit is fructose. So when you juice that orange or apple, you're primarily drinking fructose. So although high fructose corn syrup is man-made, it's not that different. The point, blaming high fructose corn syrup for all our health woes is probably misguided. So what is to blame? Well, fructose is the problem. Not the molecule per se. After all, fructose is 100% natural, but the quantity. The reality is that in the last 100 years, we've increased our consumption of fructose by approximately 100-fold. Now, that increase is not just about eating more sugar. In fact, in the past, there was no shortage of sweet things on the menu. The difference between then and now is how the sugar is consumed. We don't just eat it, we drink it, both with our meals and in between. And it's those in-between drinks and snacks that might be our downfall. This is what a group of researchers from Princeton University have uncovered when they followed the fructose. What the team did was they radio-labeled fructose molecules, both when the fructose was joined at the hip with glucose, as well as when it was free, and they watched what happened. They found that the cells inside the small intestine didn't care. For them, fructose was fructose, and their reaction to it was always the same. They gobbled it up and turned it into glucose. This glucose was then used to fire up their systems so they could do all the stuff that they needed to do. And spare glucose that was created, and there was some, was generously passed on to the liver for safekeeping. So the small intestine works to keep fructose levels nice and low, pretty much everywhere. Neither the liver nor the large intestine ever have to deal with this slightly unbalanced little sugar. And this goes a long way to creating better body chemistry. But when there's a run on fructose, which can easily happen when you swig down a glass of Coke or orange juice, some of those fructose molecules slip past the small intestine. To learn more about what happens when the fructose in your sugar treat gets away, watch the next video in this series. In the meantime, cut back on those sugar-laden beverages. All of them, particularly between meals, so you create better body chemistry and better health. Interested in discovering more ways to create better body chemistry or need a little help getting your body chemistry on track? Visit our website at www.betterbodychemistry.com. Browse our library or enroll in one of our courses or programs. The advice is simple to follow and based on real science, not hype. Know someone who's concerned about high fructose corn syrup. Well, then share this video with them so they can put high fructose corn syrup in context. And if this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you catch future episodes of Better Body Chemistry TV. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Remember, small things can make a big difference to your health.